I want to discuss the idea of perseverance, and especially in the face of adversity. Oftentimes we can get stuck with a challenging obstacle that we're struggling to get past, and no matter how hard we try, we feel like we're not making progress. It feels like, every attempt that we take is met with, strong aversion, strong opposition. And yeah, I feel like these are the moments that really try us. I think everyone kind of goes through these moments in their life in one way or another. And I think how you handle these moments are the most pivotal parts of your development. Do you face the challenge head on, grit your teeth, bite your lip, press on? Do you stop and think about your approach? Like, really evaluate the best action that can be taken in this situation given these circumstances? Do you ask for help? Maybe someone else can help you get through it. I think there's a million different approaches to obstacles, but I do think that we should all do our best to handle the obstacle. I don't want to contradict myself right off the rip, but I do think that however you choose to handle it is fine. And I do just want to say that it is okay if you need to ask for help. It is okay if you need to stop. It is okay if you just need to beat your head against it until it breaks, right? Until you break it, until you win. Whatever approach you take, as long as you don't give up, right? As long as the obstacle doesn't win in the end because you stop trying, then you've succeeded. Or you are in the process of succeeding, right? You only really lose when you stop trying. And I think we oftentimes can get stuck. And we think that just because we are not seeing tangible results, just because we are not overcoming obstacles, that we're losing, or that we've already lost, or that there's no point. Okay. There's no point when you've stopped trying. Until you got to that point, until you no point got to that point. I'm sorry, little chug. Until you get to the point where you've completely given up and nothing further is going to happen because you've decided that this is not worth proceeding. It's not worth completing, continuing, whatever. It's not over, right? You haven't lost. You just haven't won yet either. Okay. So what? What you gonna do next? I think that's one of the critical things we gotta ask ourselves, like, what next, right? And I think even the first approach that I mentioned about gritting your teeth and just getting through it, doing your best to try to push through it and just head on. Even in that approach, you are making small micro adjustments. You're probably not doing the exact thing every time, unless you're just mental, right? But you're probably adjusting your approach slightly every time in order to maybe get a little further. Maybe you're trying to go with one approach that wasn't exactly working, and you try to switch it up just a little bit to get a little bit of an advantage, or just small shifts. But the thing is that with every shift, you are then attempting again, right? You are attempting to succeed. You are attempting to overcome the obstacle, And I think that we should celebrate every attempt. Oftentimes we get stuck looking for the finish line, and if it doesn't happen soon, you start feeling anxious or upset or bothered or whatever form of negative emotion you want to attribute to, not reaching the goal, not reaching your finish line. But what have you tried today? Have you done a lot and just failed every time? You really should celebrate every attempt, because what you did with that is you made a statement, not only to yourself, you made a statement to like the entire world, right? That I am doing this even though I failed 20 times before, 30 times before, 40 times before, right? The number just keeps going up, and you're still doing it. Every time you continue to do it, that resolution that you've kind of demonstrated is speaking volumes. They say actions speak louder than words, and I completely agree with that. Like, if you are showing that you're going hard, right, in the paint, not giving up, trying your best, trying everything, right, reaching out to help, thinking about different approaches, going in there and getting after it, I think that's really important, that we just don't lose track of our attempts. And really, I think we got it backwards oftentimes. We're like, oh man, I failed so many times. It's like, no, dude, you really should be like, oh man, I tried many different ways, and I discovered that these ways didn't work. I made several, hundreds. I made several hundreds of discoveries, right, on paths that don't necessarily work for me. And, they might work for somebody, but this didn't work for me. And I learned something. That's it. I learned something, right? I learned not only what doesn't work, but what I'm capable of doing, right? It's a whole different paradigm shift, where you don't look for the results necessarily, but you strive based on your own volition. And I think that's something that is definitely commendable, and we should all remember that. So the next time that you find yourself battling an adversary that seems impossible, just remember that every time you try, you may not be making material progress, but there is some part of you that is improving, whether it's your tenacity, if only that. Huge. But also just your knowledge and situational awareness, right? You're improving every time, every attempt. You're learning something. And I think when you feel like quitting, right? That's the opposite of keeping going. When you feel like doing that, you just really need to just remember all the attempts, right? And would you want those to be for nothing? One, that doesn't feel good. That's like losing twice. It's like, oh man, I failed to do this and I wasted so much time. But if you just keep going and you succeed eventually, then it's you didn't just gain whatever you were striving to do. You gained newfound faith in your abilities. You kind of pushed your own self to the limit, so to speak, to areas that maybe aren't as comfortable as other areas, right? So you're showing improvement in these things. And I think that's pretty huge. So don't give up.